Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the value of a digit for fourth grade math. Okay, so when we're talking about a value of a digit, we're talking about how much a digit is worth in the place value that it is. So here we have a place value chart to help us. So if I were to put a 5 in the ones place, the value of that digit is 5 or 5 ones. But if I was to move that digit over to the hundreds place, now that 5 is representing 500s instead of 5 ones, it has a value of 500. So as we move across the place value chart, as we move the placement of our digits, their value goes up by 10 times as much. So ones to tens is times 10, tens to hundreds is times 10. So when we're talking about the value of a digit, we're talking about where it is in the number represent and how much that placement represents. If I was going to move this 5 over to the 100,000s, oops, wrong tool. There we go. Over to the 100,000s place. Now that's representing 500,000s. So that's a lot more than 5 ones. So that's basically what we mean when we're talking about the value of a digit. Where is it in the number, and how much does the value change based on its placement? Okay, so let's do some practice with this. Which number's underlined digit is worth 7,000? So if we want to find a digit that has a value of 7,000, we're probably looking for a 7 in the thousands place. So we're going to go through our list of numbers here on the left and find which one of those has a 7 that's underlined in the thousands place. So in this first one right here, the underlined 7 is not in the thousands place. It's in the 10,000s place. So that means that 7 would have a value of 70,000, not 7,000. So we're going to cross that one off. In the next one, the underlined 7 is in the hundreds place. So that represents 700, not 7,000. So we're going to cross that out. In the next one, the underlined 7 is in the thousands place, which means it's representing a value of 7,000. So this is the one that is the answer to their question. Okay, here is our next one. Which number's underlying digit is worth 6? So if it's only worth 6, that means it's worth 6 ones. So we're probably looking for a 6 in the ones place. Okay, so if we go over to our first number, the underlined 6 is not in the ones place. That's in the 100,000s place. So we're going to cross that one off. In the second number, the underlined 6 is indeed in the ones place. So that underlined 6 does represent 6 ones and has a value of 6. So this is the answer that we are looking for. Okay, here is our next one. Which number's underlying digit is worth 4? Okay, so if something is worth 4, that means there's probably a 4 in the ones place. 4 ones is what it's representing. So we need to go through our list and find the digit, the underlined 4 that's in the ones place. So when I look at this first one right here, the underlined 4 is indeed in the ones place. So this is the number that we are looking for. But let's check the rest just to make sure. In the second one, the underlined 4 is in the thousands place, which means it represents 4,000. So that is not what we're looking for. In the next one, the underlined digit or the underlined 4 is in the 100,000s place. So that represents 400,000, not what we're looking for. And in the last one, the underlined 4 is in the 10,000s place, which means it represents 40,000 and not 4 ones or 4. So we were right. The first one is the number we're looking for. Here is our next one. Now for this one, we don't have choices, but that's okay. What is the value of the underlying digit in 848,978? Okay, so the underlying digit is the 9 right here. So first we can go ahead and write the 9, and then we can decide what place value in. So if it's in the hundreds place, which is what it looks like it is, that represents 900s. And we would write 900 or 900s as 900. So that is the value of this digit. The 9 in the hundreds place is representing 900. What is the value of the underlying digit in 128,546? Okay, well, we can see that the underlying digit is the 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 2 here. And we just have to determine what place value that's in. So if we start here over at ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, we find out that the 2 is in the 10,000s place. So I'm going to write this as the 10,000s place. So if we have two 10,000s, that means, and we can even use a place value chart for this and put a 2 in the 10,000s place. But essentially what you're going to end up with is 20,000. So this 2 in the 10,000s place is representing a value of 20,000. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon.